All right, boys and girls, it is time for our lasting lesson today. And our lasting lesson is about taking responsibility. I want you to think back to our story this week. And Edabetta had lost Fritz's baseball glove. And did she tell Fritz at first that she had lost his glove? No, she didn't. She was trying really hard to find it or find a way that she could buy him a new glove. But in the end of the story, she ends up telling him that she lost his glove or she can't find it, and she takes responsibility for the choice that she made. And that's what our lasting lesson is about. It's about taking responsibility. It's about saying, I make mistakes. Sometimes things happen, but I'm willing to say, I did this. Will you forgive me? I'm sorry for the choice that I made. And it's not always easy to take responsibility. It's really hard sometimes to take responsibility when something we did went wrong or went a different way than we expected. So let's think of a situation. Say you had a cup of fruit punch, red fruit punch in your bedroom, and you were drinking it. It was so good. Your mom had just bought it for you. But you're not supposed to have drinks in your room. But you really want to go in your room and play a game, and so you took your drink with you. Well, you're over here playing your game and having a good old time, and you knock the cup of red juice over. And there's a huge red stain in your carpet. Now, you could try and clean it up yourself and maybe get the red stain out. That's an option. You could cover it with your rug or with a toy. Your mom might not find it. She might find it later. Or you could go tell your mom and say, Mom, I made a mistake. I spilled red juice all over the carpet. Can you come help me clean it up? I'm so sorry. Will you forgive me? Which would you do? Which should you do? That's right. You should ask for help because you know what? The first choice, cleaning it up by yourself, you might be able to get the red juice out. You might make a bigger mess. I don't know. The second choice, hiding it. Your mom's eventually going to find that stain. She's going to see that you spilt red juice in your room and then you hid it, and that's going to be a bigger problem. Going to her and asking for help is the best choice because you know what? Yes, you made the mistake, but you went to her and you helped solve the problem and fix it. And that's always a better option than hiding it or lying about it. Taking responsibility is the best choice. Now, let's say you had a toy that you took from your brother or sister because you really wanted to play with it, and they were outside playing with a friend, and so they didn't know, and you played with it, and you had a good time, and then when you were done, it kind of went under your bed, and other stuff went in front of it, and you forgot all about it. And then, like a week later, your brother or sister is looking for that toy, and it's a really special toy to them. And they can't find it anywhere. They're looking, they ask you, Have you seen my toy? Do you know where it is? And you're like, No, I don't know. And they keep looking and you remember, oh yeah, I played with that toy. What did I do with it? And you go and find it under your bed. Now you could just push it back under your bed and hide it and leave it there and act like you have no idea what happened. Or you could go sneak into their room and put it back and act like it was there the whole time, right? Or you could go to them and hand them their toy and say, I took it without permission. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? Which choice should you do? That's right. You should go to them and say, Hey, I took this. I'm really sorry. Do you forgive me? Taking responsibility is not always the easy choice. It's actually really hard. It's really hard to say, I messed up. I made a mistake. Do you forgive me? Can you forgive me? I'm so sorry. But people always look at you when you take responsibility as a person who is making good choices, who's doing the right thing. Um, and that's always a better choice than lying or hiding or any of those choices that you could make. Taking responsibility is the best choice always. So I really want you to work on that this week. We're spending a lot of time at home, and sometimes we don't always make the best choice. But be willing to take the responsibility and say, I did it. I made the mistake. Do you forgive me? Can you forgive me? I'm sorry. Because that's the best choice. So that's our lasting lesson for today.